Alright, welcome back to part 5 of the sound test scene that we're making. As it turns out, I could think of 6 things that need to be done instead of 4. First one being we need to test if conditional switches are working. So let's just go through this list in order, since it sounds like a good idea to me. Alright, so test to see if conditional switches are in order, are working. That's not too hard. All we have to do is change some of these to make sure they don't appear when they shouldn't be. So I'm going to have this one set to 10, have this one set to I don't know, 3, and this one set to 14, and I'll just go up to this one set to 10. Okay, so heated battle won't appear until event switch 10 is on. Normal enemy will appear straight away. This won't appear till event switch 14 is on, and this won't appear till 3 and at 10. So let's write that in the list. Make sure we're getting it. Alright, what was the first one? There you are. First one's heated battle, so where's my notepad? Okay, heated battle. That comes on when Adventurous 10's on. Normal enemy. When that works fine, don't worry about that one. What was born, side the door. Side. Alright, that's 14, so what's next? Frostbites is 3 and Wilderness Sadness is 10. Okay, Frostbites 3, Wilderness Sadness. I'm not going to bother typing this properly because I know what they are. Okay, so these are the events which need to be on for these to appear. So let's play it and find out. Well, as you can see already, it's not as long as it's supposed to be. So, our first event switch is heated battle, and also this one, and that's 10. So we activate 10, these two should appear. Turn on Adventures 10. There we go. Ignore the sound effect stuff, that's another script of mine. Alright, so normal enemy battle does work. Heated battle. And Witness Sadness appears as well. Cool. So now I'll disable that switch, since I don't like the sound effect anymore. And I will turn on switch 3, which is Frostbites. Do you work? There you go, Frostbites. Now for the last one, which is 14. And there you go. Alright. So, quite clearly, the conditional switches are working just fine. No problems. So, what was the next thing we have to do? We can cross out our list now. Next thing, bug, where sound still plays even if you cancel from user input. Alright. Let's go down, because I can already think of a way to fix that. The problem being is the script doesn't actually know when you've cancelled or when you've gone okay with something. So once you whether you've inputted something or not, basically it's like you completed, you're not doing anything anymore. So the script thinks, okay, you're done, so I'll just input this thing and I'll start playing sound. All we really have to do is just say here, put another ATTR reader, or we could use result, but I'd rather use a new one since it's easier to read. A new one saying okay or not. So I'm not really sure what I'd say what this one is. Processed okay. Just go with that. Processed okay. user finished with input. That's the exact same thing as that. Alright, how about user did not cancel user input? There we go. That's better. Alright, so at process OK is equal to false. And now for here, start, that's going to equal false again. It's equal to false. Actually, don't need to worry about that here. Process OK. So when you've actually entered in something, you want this to be true. It's equal to true, and that's an and. Okay. And when you've gone to cancel, it's false. False. So now all we have to do is go back up to. I should grab that. Go back up to here, where our other script stuff is, and basically in the sections where it says receive value, all you have to do is just go if that, if process OK, and I need to get the num window stuff. Where's num window? There it is. So if number input underscore window dot processed OK. If so, fine. Do all this stuff. And because if you didn't process OK, then activate the other window anyway. Alright. So do the exact same thing for the other two, which is pitch and position. Alright. Oh, one more thing. That should also be here. Don't know why I didn't think of that before. Alright, end. Because you want to set the variables back to false. So we should be using them. Alright. And that should fix the bug. Position, pitch. Alright, position, press B. No problem. Alright, again, press B. Go here, press B. There we go, sweet. There is another problem we have with this though. When I press B, I managed to quit. So the simple solution to that is to paste this above the check. Alright. Paste it there. So now when I press B, when I actually press B on the keyboard, X I mean, input B, it's confusing sometimes. When I press input B, this stuff here gets checked, and it's like, yeah, I've been completed, and I go into the method. Don't know why I don't have brackets there. Goes into the method, then it sets this back to this here back to active. And because this stuff was after this, it then went down and checked this. And because this was active, it then makes this window active again and deactivates this one. If you can kind of follow along with that. It's very linear the way coding is done, so something has to be done before something else if you want proper results. That's just the way it is sometimes. And this is one of those times. This should be happening before this stuff. Alright. Play, just make sure that does still work as I intend it to. Test. Alright. B. There you go. See? Now we're back to here rather than over here. Alright. Change to other stuff. Back to wing press so position still works. Sweet. So, the bug is fixed now. What's next? Next off on our list is change help window text when hovering over an option. Okay. This will require a bit more effort though. But all we have to do is go into update, make a new method, put it down here somewhere. This is all laid out really badly. This is what we're going to fix later in the tutorial. That's not update info text, that's create sound test files array. Just copy that for now. Paste it there, and this is update help text. Update help text. Alright. Now, what we're going to do here is we need to make a new option for what you're currently hovering over. So we already have an option so far which says when you're on the left list selecting your music, it will then pop up there saying what this does. Now all we have to do really is just say update text, depending on where you are currently. Alright, and to do that we simply just go .set text. Because in set text itself, inside of the help window, it actually checks to make sure you're not using the same text. And if you are, it doesn't bother updating. So that's fine. Alright. Which is right here, give me that. Thank you. Alright, back to my update thing here. .set text, and this text is, if I go back down here, where the start was, because I already had it. There you are. I want that, and you'll see why in a second. Back to there you are. All right. Now here's where the if statement comes in. If this window, where are you? Where's update? There's update. If this window is active, and this is the command window on the left, remember? So if that window is active, then I want the help window to actually show me text for the help text for that command window, saying select a sound. Okay. So if command window dot active, then we just go else if. Alright. Alright, else if the other window is active, then we have to find out which option it's currently on. Or instead we'd actually do number. Is number window dot active? Where's number? If number window is active, then be something like input value. Alright. Where's... There you go. Else if number input window dot active. And I should be commenting this stuff. So if sound select command window is active, if number input window is active, else if, because this is for the next stuff. Alright. Alright, so what else do we have to worry about? Trying to think here. Oh yes, we can use the booleans for this. Cool, sweet. Alright, user currently input value, currently entering volume value. Nope, that's not what I'm looking for either. The current command symbol of what we are on. That's what we're looking for right now. So let's have a little think here. Sound files, not that. Same way we do with the other sound test. Select command window. We need to do the same thing for the play options. So where's the play options? There you are. We'll just go .current symbol. And here's our current symbol, so we can use that. Alright, sweet. Alright. Else if at sound play command window dot current symbol is equal to, and the first one is play sound. Play sound. You even play sound. Then another text. Else if. Doing the same thing. Else if. And then just else. Because then just do else, because you don't have to do another else if, because if it's none of these, then obviously must be the other one. Okay, so first one's play sound, and then volume. Volume, sweet. Pitch. Cool. And if it's none of them, then the last one is position, which you don't have to do an else if for, because if it's none of these, then it has to be position that you're currently hovering over. Okay? Alright, so if hovering over play sounds, if hovering over play sound. Here again, if hovering over volume, if hovering over volume input. Okay, if hovering over pitch input, hovering over pitch input. Last one is hovering over position input. If hovering over position input. Okay, so now we have to set up the variables for this stuff. So if I just copy this stuff for a second here, we go up. This is just a template for now. I'm just gonna paste it here. Don't have to worry about it since I'm going to get rid of that in a moment. Alright, here's where our stuff is. So that's sound select help window text line 1. Now let's have the next one, which is play sound. Play sound option help window text. Text line 1. Alright. Select to play sound. Play sound. And line 2, so line 2 now, and that's just gonna have it equal to default settings. Alright. Same thing for the next one, that's going to be volume. So I'm just gonna copy this. Alright. Volume. Alright. Select the play sound at specific volume. Or instead I can just copy here and just go put it here. At specific volume. Cool. Alright. Same for pitch. So just copy this again. This is pitch now, so pitch. Pitch for here too. Add specific volume, and it's now pitch. And same for position. Alright. Position. Play sound. Add specific position. Better yet, I should probably copy that, paste it here, go only works for waves and OGGs. Only works for wave and OGG files. Okay, done. Now we can go to that. That was just, oh wait, there's one more. That's not an input window. Okay. Number input. Alright, give me that. Input a value. Okay, input a value, and that's all really. You can have line 2 if you want to, but I just see no point in it. Space it out, makes it look a little bit nicer. Okay, now I can get rid of that. Now just copy these. Just things I'm worried about. Go back down. Here you are, sweet. Paste it there for a second. Basically all we're doing now is just copying this and changing it to the right thing. So this is window, for that's the number window, play sound, volume, pitch, and this one's just the position. Alright, so we'll start with play sound. That's play sound. Play sound, there you go. Get rid of that now, sweet. Volume. I did that wrong, nope. Nope. Okay. Play sound, that was the wrong option. That was number input. This is play sound here. Yeah. Alright. Line 2 now. Alright, cool. Now that's done. Volume. So do volume here. Line 2. There. Cool. Done the help window for that one. Pitch. Where's pitch? There you are. Pitch there. Sweet. Done. Alright. Now for position. Alright. Position. Now for the last one, which is number input. Just there. Okay, now let's not create files, right? Let's update help text. Alright, now in update, you just call that. So where's my update? There you are. Update window info text. Update help text. Okay. Play. Alright. Select the sound. Still there. Alright. Play sound. Default settings. Volume. Play sound at specific volume. At specific pitch. Select the play sound at specific position. Only works for WAV and OGG files. Cool. So when you need to input a value, it says input value. Which doesn't work because quite clearly this is not an OGG file or a WAV. So change pitch. Yeah. Anyway. Alright, that's done. Sweet. So we now have the text updating as intended. That's fine. Replay BGM when exiting sound test scene. This one is actually a little bit easy. Bit too easy actually. All you have to do is at the start of it get the sound that's currently playing. Now I should open a help file for this one just to show you how to get it and how I found out about it. This is BGM. Here it is. RPG BGM.last gets the BGM that is currently playing. Also saves the current player position in the obtained object. Returns the empty object if no BGM is playing. Alright, that's simple enough, right? So, all you have to do to get the last, the BGM that's currently playing is RPG BGM.last. And you would save that as an instance variable. And here's why. Alright, back down into my start. There you are. Simply just go right here, make an instance variable, get current BGM. So current map BGM is equal to RPG BGM dot last. And now all you have to do is really unterminate, terminate, which is here, because this happens when you're leaving the scene. Or you can even do it in pre-terminate if you want to. Let's do it there. You just go dot replay, which is a method. Alright, and if I open up my content stuff again, BGM, BGM. Replay is a method here. Replays the BGM obtained by RPG BGM.last. Sounds good, right? Alright. Let's play. Alright, make a new sound. Press B. There you go. The sound is still, the sound from the map is playing again. Alright. So I'll let it go on a bit further. Alright. Go back. Alright. I'm trying to test something out right now. I want to see how long until it actually... Because of the way the script is doing things, when you go into the actual scene, that's when start is run and it gets the actual instance of this BGM that's currently playing. So I want to see that if I wait a little while, does it play from when it first got the actual instance of the BGM, or does it hang on to it until we've actually changed the BGM? I know that doesn't make much sense. Alright, my question's been answered. So as you can kind of hear it, the background music, see how it went back from the original thing it was when we first went into the scene, rather than what it was when we were actually listening to it in the actual scene itself? Well, yeah, there's lots of things we can do about that, but it requires a little bit of extra coding, which I'm not really sure I want to do for this tutorial. So instead I'm going to be real cheap about it, and what I'm going to do is go into start. I'm going to go RPG BGM.stop. I think that's what it is. That might actually throw me an error. No, okay, that works fine. Alright, see how the music stops? So, you know, when I leave it replays it from where it was and doesn't sound a little bit weird. That's alright, that's fine. So that works. Now that also reminds me of something else I should be doing, which is going back up to here. Yeah, this stuff. Play sound. Yeah. Alright, so that way when you go into position and you change it, it restarts. Every time. Okay. So, that's our second one done. So, replays map BGM when exiting sound test scene. Cool. Now what we have to do is clean up code, make it look nicer. Let's do that. Alright. Ignoring this stuff, because this is part of documentation, so we'll do that for the next step. First thing we need to do is give these titles. So, you've seen these down here with these other ones. Here. Grab it. Go back up. Paste it there. There you go. This is sound test sound, and this is a class which holds sounds, individual sound information for play. Alright, and that's a brief description of it, because what the actual class does itself is it just holds the name, the volume, and the pitch. They're the only three things that get changed. Everything else can be done in a script, in the other classes as normal. This is just a go-to kind of thing, where it's like it just uses this class to say I want to change this and this and this and this, without it having to specifically hold on to an array of an array of an array, when it can just use a class instead. That's kind of what an instance variable class is made for. So that's why we use them. This is alright. This is pretty much commented. That's fine. Let's move on to the next one. Next one is sound test scene. Sound test scene. Alright, this class holds the scene information for the sound test. Not scound. Sound test. For the sound test. And that's pretty much what it does, in a nutshell. Now what I want to do here is I want to have other methods which do things so it makes it look neater, somewhat. Okay, so to do that we're going to have new methods. I'm going to call this one get no save current BGM. Alright, that's going to be a method, so let's make it. Def save current BGM, and all it does is just takes this. Okay, already it looks neater. Save current BGM, save current BGM, and I should put post start here too. In fact, you should actually go here. Save current BGM. Alright, so we've done that one. Next one is create sound files. We've already got that as a method, so I can just put it up here. Alright. But yet, just get rid of that. Save current BGM, create sound test files. You know what that does. Alright. Create command Windows. Alright, copy that. Def, there you go. And create command Windows. And that just takes these two. Alright, just there you are. Paste it there. There you go. Now you got those two set up. Now for our next method, this is setting up help windows. So create help underscore window. I should actually keep that there. Need to do this. Def create help window. Alright, and now I just grab this, paste it inside that method. See, as you can see, it's getting a lot neater really quickly, isn't it? Alright, there you go. Now for the next one, what's the next one? Next one is setting up sound info window. Create sound info window. Alright, that's another def. Create sound info window. And here we go. Just copy that. Done. Alright, now create number input window. Create number input window. That's another def. Alright, where are you? There you are. Def create number input window. Right, number input window. Sweet. Give me you. Now, what else do we have? Alright, current selector symbol and do all that stuff. Alright, that can go above. And there we go. That's our start method now. See how much neater that looks than compared to what it was before? Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to play to make sure that still works. No issues. Nope, no issues, still works fine. Cool. Alright. So, after this one is, we need to set relocate this method to be under this one because of the layout. That's just my own personal preference, and that's the way I like to do things. So here it is. Grab it. Go up and put it under create. That's great. There you are. So that sets the input variables. Alright. So after that we have post start, which does super. We don't have to worry about this because we're not actually using it. But we can. Which I'll get to later. This is part of polish, which is another thing I did not put up here. Documentation. 6 is polish. Yeah. Alright. What was I doing again? Oh yes, update. Update help info text. Yes. Alright, we can do this stuff too. This is not really sure what I want to call this method, but this stuff here. Update call scene, update scene. I'm not really sure what I want to call the method. Yeah. So I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna do the other one first. Check user input. Check user input. I'm gonna cover that one. So deactivate stuff, which is I'll put that here. Yeah. Getting a little confused with my own naming conventions, to be honest. Def, there we go. Check user input. Check user input. Cool. And that means I can just grab this stuff now. Cool. Done. Alright, what is next? Alright, this stuff here, I'm not really sure what I'd name the method for that. Alright, I'm just gonna call it check for scene changes. Check for scene changes. Actually, that's an update. Update. Scene changes. That should be the same for that one too. Update. You're an update. 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 Cool. Update scene changes, which is this stuff. Nope. There you are. And because of the hierarchy, you are actually above user input. User input. Now, the thing that's above scene changes is my update help text and then window info text. So let's go get help text, which is down here. Cool. Come here. Right, yep. Go back up. Paste it there, because that's... Oh, paste it there, because that's where it's supposed to be. The other one is... update window info text. Okay. Where's update window info text? There you are. Sweet. Copy. Paste you there. Okay, so now the update's done, more or less. Alright, so update's done, post art's done. Yeah, that's all done, really. Oh, and then we have set command window handlers in here, which we can always put underneath that. So we can do that. Let's do that. Alright, set command window and sampler handlers. Let's do that. And you're just going to be put under the create command window handlers, because that is where you get called. Alright, see how this all works out? Alright, now for stuff after that is the generic stuff, which we are not too concerned about. But we should get these, because deactivate is pretty high in the priorities. And that too. So deactivate goes actually just after creation. Alright. And if you're getting a bit confused, don't worry, I'll explain in a second. Where do we save? Yes, alright. Just have to save EGM. Okay. Let's get paint.net out. So here's how it basically works. We have creation first, then we have termination, then we have update, and yeah, that's pretty much what we have. So all the stuff that's at the top of the hierarchy, aside from, you know, the generic start, post-start, update, pre-terminate, then terminate, that stuff is in the script by default, in the actual scene by default, so I don't move them. All the creation methods, they come first in the list, so they're 1. Man, I can't draw for crap. Termination comes second on the list, because that's, you know, termination. Termination comes right after creation in my list stuff, and then update comes third. So that's the reason why it looks the way it is now. So as you can see, all the stuff here is you know, after the generic stuff that's supposed to be here. We then have all the creation methods that we're using in the start. See, and this is also part of creation, because that's coming from these. Same stuff, till we get to about here where it's deactivate, and this is part of termination. Quasi part of termination. It's not really part of termination, but it's used as if it is. Okay, and then we have all the update stuff here, including the play sound stuff. Alright, cool. That stuff's done, and what else are we looking for? Nothing, because everything else seems to be commented fine. Yeah. Alright, anyway, I'm happy with that, so I can clean it up now. Done. Polish. Okay, here's where my favorite bits come in. My definition of polish is to make things look nice and friendly and animated and great. So one of them is to have a sprite for the background. So let's do that up here. Alright. Background sprite. Don't know why I did that in all caps. Background sprite. file name is equal to I don't know, do I have any pictures in my thing, in my graphics pictures? I do. I have skits in here, so I can just use the skit for this one, or I can go into my pictures and find me something nice looking. Nah, let's not do that. I'll just use this skit background image. It's equal to that. So that's our file name. Now what we have to do is grab that, go down. Alright, and here we'll just go create background. Create. Let's go background. Let's go sprite. Or image. Image. We'll paste that there for a second. Alright. Create background image. That goes just under say current BGM. Alright. Create background image. Create background image. Just grab that. Alright, now this is where instance variables come in again. So at background, no, at background image is equal to sprites dot new. Still trying to get the hang of this. Background underscore image is dot bitmap, I think it is. Dot bitmap is equal to graphics dot picture. Takes in the file name. I think that's right. I don't really remember. So I should probably look at one that actually does have that. Okay. Sprite.bitmap is equal to cache.picture, yada 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 yada. Cool, I'm gonna copy that because I'm lazy. And I don't actually remember. Yeah. Alright. Background image dot x is equal to 0, obviously. Dot y, that's also equal to 0 because this is the background image, so we're just going to have the image cover the whole background. Equal to 0. Background image dot z, you're going to be equal to 1 because we don't want you to overlap with any of the actual windows that are currently on screen. You're just in the background. Alright. Background image dot zoom x. Should probably take a look at this. Alright. Is equal to graphics. Yep. Graphics dot width to float. Dot to float, because remember with the integer stuff, as I've showed before and I have fallen victim to on this tutorial series, dot width to float divided by background image dot bitmap dot width, which is the actual width of the image itself. Do the exact same thing for y, which is height. Height and this is y. Alright, cool. Now what else? Opacity. I'd like to leave opacity as 255, which it is by default, so don't have to worry about that. And you are visible. Okay. So that's all set up. Now all I have to do is go down here into terminate. Oh, it's actually up here into terminate, and then just go unless background image dot disposed. And dispose it. Dot bitmap dot dispose, and then dispose the actual background image itself. Dot dispose. Alright. So if I play it now, I should get a background image. On the find method picture for graphics.module. If I go back into my skits, cache.picture. Oh, it's not graphics. Silly me. Cache. Alright. There we go. See, so now we do have a background image, and it's looking kind of sweet. Alright, so here's what I'm going to do for the background, for animating it. You do this in post start, by the way. Now, we have a background image. Give me a sec while I pause the video and go find a nice background image. Alright, so this one here seems to look pretty nice, but yeah, well, there are some things we can do to the actual sprite itself to make it look somewhat better. So if you don't like this one, there are some things you can do to make it look nicer for you. Alright. And that is in the help, should be in Sprite. Sprite, show me. Alright, we have, you know, you can zoom, you can, you know, rotate the sprite if you want to. Wave phase, wave speed, I don't know what these do because I've never used them before. Defines amplitude, frequency, speed, and phase of the wave effect. A fast scroll effect is achieved by using that function to draw the sprite with each line's horizontal position and slightly different from the last. Wow, okay, that looks pretty nice. That sounds pretty good, actually. I want to try that out. I'm going to use a wave phase. I want to see what it does. Alright, close. So, what I'm going to do right now is I'm just going to go over to my sprite creation section, which is, where are you? There you are. And I'm just going to go at background image dot wave phase. Now I want to see what that does. I don't see any change whatsoever. Alright, let's try something else, like Sprite. Go again. Alright, I'm sure you have other things I can try. Bush opacity. I don't even know what bush opacity is. Bush depth and opacity for sprites can be used to represent situational characters' legs being hidden by bushes. Wow, I didn't know that. I'm going to try this. We have a bush opacity apparently. Yep. Bush opacity, and you are going to equal. Actually, I just had a thought. Perhaps I was supposed to go change the value of this to something like 200. But I will keep that one there anyway. New game. Alright, I still don't see a change. So I'm just going to try the bush opacity now, because I'm quite interested in that. Play. I don't see anything. Exactly what the colors changed a little bit though. That sounds really nice. Cool, I'm happy with this. Anyway, so we have sprites now, and I don't need to keep the bush opacity. Sprites, and now we can animate it. We are pretty much finished with the script aside from documentation, which, yeah, doesn't really need me to be there to do it, but regardless. Post start. Now here's what I'm going to do. I am going to change where the actual positions of each thing is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have it so that it updates position of all windows and then makes the background image opacity increase. So here's how to do that. Trying to think of a way to do this nicely. First thing I'm going to do is I need to get every I need to get the background image. I'm going to set that opacity to 0.opacity equal to 0. I should make this a method. Setup animation. Setup no, scene animation. Scene intro animation, and that's a method. Give me. And you'd go after all the creation stuff and deactivation stuff. Actually, you can go in there in between, because why not? Alright. Setup. Scene intro animation. Alright, so background image opacity is equal to 0. Sweet. After background image we have command windows, and these command windows we can change their position to something like select command window. Your X position can be 38. No, yeah, just your X position can be equal to negative 500. Same can be done for your other one. There. Dot X plus equals 500. Haha. Should do minus equals. So that means both of these will have their X position changed 500 plus from when they are, or minus, whichever one you are currently doing. Alright, and the next one is sound info, which you don't have to worry about that one. Help window. Change the Y position of that. Dot Y. This one can be minus equals 500 as well, or 400, because then you can have it appear on the screen before the other two. Alright, so now we have the scene set up. Now all we have to do is do another define def animate intro scene. Put an end there. Another def, and this is animate background image scene intro, because this is the actual background image itself isn't animating, it's just what we're calling it. And then def animate scene intro underscore sound select command window end. Alright, def animate scene intro underscore sounds play command window. Cool. And for the last one is def animate scene intro underscore help window. Alright, copy this. Animate help window for intro sequence. Animate sound play command window for intro sequence. Alright, yet again, animate sound select command window for intro sequence. Alright, then animate background image opacity, that's what we're changing, for intro sequence. Intro sequence. Animate intro sequence. Alright, so just do this. Sound play, then help. Cool. Now here's another thing we're going to be doing. We're going to be doing a while loop. So while you are still animating, and you, and you, and you. Alright. And and alright, so there's a while loop, and that will probably require an end as well. Yeah, okay, done, sweet. So here's what the thing is going to do itself. We're going to go into the animate intro scene, which I should put in post start. Just after setting it up. Now in the animate intro scene itself, it's going to do this while they're animating. So when this one, that should be OR actually. Instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go while true, because that means it will constantly update. While true, do all this stuff. Now, unless any of these are currently animating, break. Alright, this looks really convoluted, I reckon. So here's what's happening. This will constantly do a while loop. Basically, it never ends. That's the way while loops work. If it's got a condition which keeps on being true, it will always go through that loop. It will never update anything else. Okay. Graphics.update. Alright, and what this one does here is we're going to have a boolean inside of each of these ones returning true or false. It returns true if you are animating. If you're no longer animating, returns false. So when these ones go, when these ones all return false, that means it will break out of the while loop and we'll finish with that. Okay, so what we're going to do for the background images, dot opacity, I'm going to go background image opacity plus equals 1, and then we return background image opacity is equal to 255. So you're at the maximum opacity. Same thing for sound select command window, because sound select command window dot x happens to be over there. So we're going to go sound select command window minus equals, and we'll go with a speed of about 3. Okay, so the position we want the command window to be at is I'm not sure. Where's the X for you? Sounds like command window. Your X position is at 0. Okay. I was also looking at the wrong one, by the way. So that's plus equals 3 because you are negative 500. So plus equals, you should do an even number for this. So let's open a calculator. Alright. 500. We want to have that divide by, what's divide by 3 get you? Get you that much. 100. You divide that by 2, you get an even number, so we'll do 250 updates. Okay. So you just want to get a whole number as a return value from this stuff. So I want to see how many I can do. Can I do 4? I can do 4. Okay. So you're going to do plus equals 4. Then you just return 0. Command.x equal to 0. Same thing for sound play command window. Instead for that one, I'm going to have it so that it's where are you first of all? There you are. Alright. Return is if you're equal to that. Now, where there you are. Minus equals 2, because you're going to be very slow. Return sound play command over x is equal to wherever start with divided by 2. Same thing for the help window. So that window, I'm just going to have that increase by, I don't know, 1. Plus equals 1. Yep. And return help window.y is equal to 0. Now, if all went as according to plan, nope, all didn't. I'm missing an N somewhere. Okay. Let's find out where the end is. Alright. That's fine. That stuff's fine. I can only guess it's from this. Oh, okay. Break unless that. Yeah. There we go. Alright, so if all went correctly, that definitely didn't go correctly. Alright, so it all disappears, but it doesn't come back. Oh, I'm returning the wrong thing, by the way. Return. Alright, all we have to do is go and. The idea was to return true or false. True if you're still animating, and false if you're no longer animating. But what I'm doing here is I'm returning background image of opacity is equal to 255, which means you are no longer animating. So I'm returning true if you're no longer animating, not false. So to fix that, all I have to do is just go and. It should be and anyway. If. Now, instead of if instead of unless. Okay. Where are you going? That went way off course. Come back, you silly thing. Okay. Return true if that. should have this update a bit quicker. So instead of plus equals 1 is fine for the image. For you, on the other hand, I would prefer something like 12 to be like 3 times quicker. Return true if so it doesn't update afterwards. Same for you. Return true if that, and I want to increase you by like to 8. Animation scene intro sequence help. Same for you. Return true if. Alright, play. See how it looks now. Nope, definitely not working. Why not? Alright. Sound play command window minus equals 8. And I never see you, I don't know why. So I'm going to increase you to 20, see if you actually appear on the damn screen. Debug. Why do I not see the other one? Minus equals 20 and I can't see it. Alright, one more thing we should try. The break feature. Alright, no. Can't. Alright, but regardless, the script is finished. All I had to do was fix up the animation for it and do documentation. So, yes, return true if sound play command window X is equal to that, and I don't end up seeing it, and I'm not sure why. On the other hand, I can see this window, but not the other one. Getting a bit confused. I'm not sure why it's not working. Alright. Ball 1 is equal to that. Ball 2 is equal to that method. Ball 3 is equal to that. Ball 4 is equal to that. And then we'll just go break if ball 1 and ball 2 and ball 3 and ball 4. Could have something to do with the fact that it's floating accuracies. That's always a thing with these. Alright, because the X is a float and float is not accurate at determining whether or not something is equal to it, because it sucks at everything. Alright. Let's try again. I want to see if this actually appears on screen now. Hey, it appears on screen. Sweet. Everything else on the other hand doesn't. Why do you still fly off? Alright, you'll fall. I can only assume, if I get my calculator out, and and there would be Y. Alright, let's try 500. 10, that gets you... Really? Yeah, that's what I thought. Alright, make that 10. Cool, there we go. Except it needs to be sped up. Alright, so 10 works. I'm happy with 10. Change that to 8. Change that one to... Gonna get my calculator again. So you are at 400, and if I divide that by 6, what do I get? I get 66, which is not good. I need to have a whole number. Alright, so 400 divided by 8, that gets me 50. What's 500 divided by 8? Not good. 100 divided by 9, that's also not good. 500 divided by 11, crappy as well. What about 6? Nope, don't like 6 either. Well, this is basically what you have to do for programming. You have to find out something is good or bad. Let's try 14. Damn. Alright. 15's bad too, really? Okay. 16. How about 17? Oh, well, screw it. Alright. Happy with 4. It's gonna do 5, because that's a whole number. Same thing for command window. That's 8 works too. Yeah. Now for the actual background opacity, I can change that to 2. Wait. New game. Sound test scene. No, you're going the wrong... No. Okay. 8 is apparently bad. Let's try 5. I mean 10. Cool. I'm somewhat happy with that. I really would appreciate it being quicker though. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to make it quicker. 20. Then I'll fix up the sound window. Alright, the background opacity is not being quick enough, so let's try 3. Nope, still being too slow. It's not activating as soon as the other windows are hitting there, so need to... Yes, that was a bit better. Cool. That works. Now, one more thing we need to do, and that is to first of all set up scene intro animation. Could probably do it here and start, because as you can see, all the stuff is being shown on the screen at once, and it looks pretty awkward when it all disappears. Cool. Alright. So I can get rid of that here. Now, the next one is the actual sound window, sound info window, which I did not see moving, so I'm going to have to change it. change this to 300. Where's my update stuff? There you are. Dot y, and you are going to plus equal 300. So that goes down. Alright. Ball 5 is... Nope. Ball 5 is equal to the animation scene intro stuff for that one. So animate, not help window, this is sound info window. Sound info window. Alright, and you go here. Alright. Animate sound info window. Sound info window. Alright, and that's just you trying to get back to wherever your start position is. I'm gonna have this minus equals 3 for now. See how quick it is. Alright. Where do you start? There you start. You want your position to be 192. Okay. Alright. And that should work. Except it didn't. Why are you there? Oh, that's because I did it to the X. Silly me, silly me. No, actually I did it right. Your Y position should be 192, so why is it when I tell you to get 192 you end up not being at 192, and that's because of this. Alright. Game. Way too slow. Let's try and change it to 6. It's not bad. Could be a bit quicker, but you know, overall that's all well and good, and I'm happy with that. So the animation is done. If you want to tweak it, go for it. Now, last thing that remains is documentation. Documentation is simply just this stuff up here, plus documenting the editable region for your viewers. So, me being the latest person I am, I'm just going to copy the documentation I have written before and modify it. Though, feel free to write your own if you feel like it. So this script is called Sound Test Scene. Version 1.0 by Downplan3, and the date today is the 19th. No, actually it's the 18th. June 18th, 2013. Sweet. Now, the description of what this does. This script creates a new scene in your menu, which allows you to listen to game to music that is played in your game. It also, this should actually be a dot, it also allows for some customization to be made when playing a sound. When playing a sound, such as modifying volume, pitch, and or position. Alright, so that's the description done for it. Also allows for some customization to be made when playing a sound, such as modifying volume, pitch, or position. Music can also be locked until a certain event switch is turned on. Done. Now the instructions. For the instructions themselves, it's not really that difficult. All you have to do is go into the script, and modify the editable region as needed. Alright, that's all there is to the instructions. You just, all you have to do in the instructions now is just comment stuff to say what it does. Menu command text. The text that is displayed for this for the option in the main menu. Just call it menu. They can change that, they'll find out what it is. Alright. Text to be displayed on the help window, help window when selecting a sound. Text to be displayed on the help window when hovering over the play sound option. Alright, pitch. Alright, same for this one is when inputting a value in the number input window. File name of background image to be displayed when using the scene. Located in pictures folder. Alright. And here's where we do the generic do not touch stuff. Alright. Do not touch the stuff. Alright. So now we have to explain what these are. So you just have to explain the first one, really. Every single one after that they'll be able to figure out on their own. Alright. Exact file name of BGM you want to have in the scene. Display name of sound, default volume, default pitch, conditional switch must be on before sounds will be available. Unless event switch is 0. Alright, info line 1. Can be anything you want to say about the individual sound. Alright, info line 2. Damn it. 3. And this one's just info line 4, right? Now, after all that, you simply just, keep it here. Rinse, repeat. Keep doing this until all your desired sound files are in the scene. Yeah, alright. And that's done, because everything after that is the exact same stuff, and your users can figure out all of it on their own. Okay? For this stuff is, if you want to add more sounds, you may do so above this line. Yeah, you may do so above this line. Just copy paste. Just copy paste above format, and you'll be fine. Copy paste above format and change things as needed. Done, and there you go. All documentation for this is done, and all I have to do now is just go editable region, which I can get from my skits, I think. Yes, I can. Sweet. I'm getting incredibly lazy these days. Alright. Editable region. Go back to my skits, down here, and editable region. Cool. Plus my great text that says do not touch below this line, otherwise screw you. Bad person. Alright. Done. Alright, script is finished. So everything that can be changed you can do in the editable region now. It's all set up, ready to go. It plays sounds, which you can do by changing that. Cool. Yeah, I can barely hear that on my end, so you probably won't be able to hear it much either. Alright, done. Script is finished. So yeah, that's all the polish and stuff done into it. All I have to do now is submit, and we are done. Done, I say. We can go for a quick overview of the code, but I'm running in an hour and 40 minutes when I expected this to take me 20 minutes maximum, so I'm quite shocked and surprised, to be honest, and my throat is killing me. But the everything is done. All we have to do, nothing. We have nothing to do. All that can be done is I can do a review of the code and what it all does, but I think it should all be pretty straightforward now with the addition of the methods. So you can look at things individually and go, oh, okay, that's what it does, that's what it's for. Alright. So anyway, until next time, stay safe.